Thanks for checking out our video. Feel free to join our free weekly newsletter called Pop Culture Annotated, and also join our Discord server to talk with us and others that share your fandom in pop culture entertainment. Links in the description. During season 7 of Game of Thrones, various references have been made towards Dany and the possibility of her having children, and she didn't always react in a positive manner to the thought of this, because she believed that she was unable to bear children after the whole incident with the stillbirth, Cal, and the whole witch telling her that basically you won't have a child anytime soon. And they've kind of made references to that throughout the series since then, with a lot of people, including Jon Snow, usually saying, you know, is that the most reliable source? But even past that, instead of a child in a traditional sense, she usually refers to her dragons simply as her children, and she's even said before that that's probably going to be her only children she ever has, which is also, I think, a statement she made towards Jon Snow. However, after the night shared between her and Jon Snow, things may change. Now, Jon Snow previously was believed to be the bastard child of Eddard Stark, and it was later revealed during the season 7 finale that instead he is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen. Now, his birth name is Aegon Targaryen, and this revelation makes him not only a member of the House Targaryen, but also the rightful heir to the Iron Throne. And for good or for worse, this supersedes Dany's claim to the Iron Throne, which could be the source of some drama throughout Game of Thrones Season 8 when it returns to air. Now, unfortunately, this also means that Jon also has interesting relations with his aunt, who's Dany, and this could become something bigger, or they could just kind of brush it off. And this could become a big deal, they could brush it off, but matters from there could only be further complicated by the birth of the child from their union, and that would be something really crazy if it's revealed that Dany's pregnant in season 8, whether it's being revealed in the beginning, middle, or end of the show. And I think for something like this, it might be better for them to reveal it at the end of the show, because they already have enough going on with, you know, basically fighting the Night King. If a child were to be born, it would be the future heir to the throne and the rightful heir to the throne as the next Targaryen and future ruler of Westeros. And assuming that Jon and Dany end up together, they marry, all that stuff, this child would be the first rightful heir to the throne since the War of the Usurper to basically restart the Targaryen dynasty, because it's not really a dynasty until you have, you know, a few generations in there. So combined with Dany's dragons and Jon being basically set up to be a legend in the war against the Night King, Westeros may be unified in a way unseen in previous generations. Because when you think about it, you know, they already have a quite formidable army. You know, Dany has her connections, allegiances of the Dothraki, and after claiming the Iron Throne, she could just usher a new era of prosperity and peace, because who's gonna oppose that? No one's going to oppose the amount of forces that she has at her disposal, especially with her dragon. However, should there be concern over the shared ancestry between Jon and Dany? Well, technically yes, because inbreeding obviously has various risks in it, and it's actually even frowned upon in Game of Thrones. But even with that aside, House Targaryen was known for inbreeding in order to preserve certain characteristics among its descendants. And among these newer characteristics are the infamous platinum blonde hair, along with an affinity with dragons. And a negative side, unfortunately, of this is that members of the house were known to develop mental illnesses with erratic and sometimes violent behaviors, which was just kind of all called together and nicknamed the Targaryen madness. So this could mean the child, the potential future ruler of Westeros, if that were to be a thing, that's still hypothetical as of me recording this, that means that this child could become potentially the greatest ruler in generations, just based on circumstance and stuff like that, or cursed to become mad and maybe one of the most dangerous foes and dangerous entities Westeros ever witnessed. I mean, it would be really curious to see if they go this plot route, what they'll do with it. But comment below your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think the fate will be for Jon and Dany, whether it is them being married and having a baby, and even going off of that, what do you think the fate of this child would be? Do you think this child will be the greatest ruler Westeros has had in generations and decades, or do you think that it'll just be another member among the competition for sitting on the Iron Throne that seems to just be percolating over and over and over again? But comment below your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think? And we'll see you guys later.